20th Century Fox, Mambo Boom Boom Boom. The sun is ridiculous over here, so other than just shutting both curtains, I have no way of filming this video without just there being this, like, look, where did my arm go? Oh, the sun. So sorry about it. I hope you don't mind. Anyway, hi, how are you? I hope that you're all very, very well. So, Smash, one of my all-time favorite TV shows. I absolutely love it. I've loved it for many, many years. I've always been a big fan. I have done a video on Smash before. I will leave it linked at the end of the video. And now listen, I feel like Smash over the last couple of years has had its real, like, rebirth. And I saw this, like, Playbill or Broadway World article or something that was like, Andrew Barth Feldman from Broadway's Dear Evan Hansen is single-handedly bringing back the Smash fandom, and I'm like, excuse me, what do you think me and Catherine McPhee have been doing for the last 5 years? We have been working on this for years! Anyway, all that aside, I love Smash. So today I thought that I would rank the season 1 songs from Smash. So I've got some that I love a lot, and then I've got some that I'm not so keen on. I made a spreadsheet because I miss working in an office. So I made my own spreadsheet of the Smash songs. For those of you who don't know me, by the way, my name is Amy. I make a lot of theatre content here on YouTube. So I talk a lot about things like Glee and Smash and Broadway and musicals and all that fun stuff. So if you are interested, then please do subscribe. I'm also on Instagram as well at AmyLovatt_. And all my links and everything will be down below if you're interested. Anyway, let's get on to the video. So I've decided that I'm going to list them from best to worst. So you're going to get my favourites first, and then we're going to go down.
We're down, Hades down, we're down under the ground.
Don't Forget Me is my favourite song from Smash Season 1. What a way to end a season. We love a belty number anyway. I love that, like, big show-stopping number. That's for all you Star Kid fans. I've got a plaster on my finger. It's great. I love it. It's one of those ones as well that you can sing along at home. You know, one of those songs that's like not too high, but when you belt it, when like you're alone at home, everybody's left, you're in the kitchen, you got those good acoustics, you're just having your bombshell moment. That. Next is Brighter Than the Sun. I don't know if people consider this like a Smash song. I mean, it was in the season, but listen, I love this song. I think it's a Colby Calais song. You know when she's like, stop me on the corner, I swear you hit me like a rhythm. I wasn't expecting. I love this song. I'd never heard it before the show. Whenever I listen to the cast recording or the album, the soundtrack, whenever I listen to the soundtrack, this is always the one that I like keep going on repeat. I just love it. It's got those like summery chill vibes. I love Kat McPhee's voice on it. Yeah, it's up there for me. Okay, next. You're all probably gonna disagree with me so much, but these are just my favorites. My next favorite is On Lexington and 52nd Street. Right. I love an intense vocal male song. Like when a man sounds really angry in songs. I think this is why so many people love JD. It's like the intensity when they're like singing but they're angry and it's like, yeah. I love this song. I couldn't even sing you any further than On Lexington on 52nd Street, but just that line alone is in 3rd place for me. I'm sorry, I love it. I do. Next, we've got a classic, Let Me Be Your Star. I love this song. It's just a great one, isn't it? I love when you like, when you've got a friend who also loves to belt and they're like, shall we sing Let Me Be Your Star? And true friendship. I actually did this song in my concert last year and I sang it with Georgie Ashford, who is another YouTuber. I will leave her link down below. She's got a great channel. And we sang it together and I just kept getting the words wrong. So we started it and I was like, I got the words wrong. We've got to start again. We started the song again and did it again and I still got the words wrong. So it's a shame that I never shared that video, but I just can't. I was too embarrassed for getting the words wrong to Let Me Be Your Star. But I love this song. I think it's got a great build. It's beautiful. It's like the classic, you know, everybody knows Let Me Be Your Star, don't they? And it just makes you feel great when you're singing and it's belty and you're playing Marilyn Monroe. Right, my next favourite is 20th Century Fox, Mambo Boom Boom Boom. I love so much about this song. I love how many times we see that clip of Karen being lifted up. You know, when she's got her arms like that. She's wearing the gold dress, she's got her gloves on, and you just see that clip about 70,000 times within the show of Smash, and I'm here for it, you know? I love me some Karen Cartwright. I love the 20th century fox mambo, boom, boom, boom. I love the choreography. You know when the person comes on with the tape measure and they're like, whoo! I love it. Okay, my next favorite is The Higher You Get, The Farther You Fall. So this is actually the song that Norbert Lovatt sings that's in the show within Smash called Heaven on Earth, which is the previous musical that Tom Levitt and, oh my god, what's her name? Tom and Julia. This is one of the previous musicals that Tom and Julia wrote before they wrote Bombshell, and love Norbert Lovatt. I first came across him in Wicked, but I love him in like a really strong comedy character role, and when he comes out in that white suit, it's just perfection. I really wish that we had more Norbert Lovatts within Smash. Right, my next favourite one is Secondhand White Baby Grand. Oh, can we just take a second? Hand White Baby Grand. I love this song. I think it's beautiful. I'll never see a white piano without singing it again. It's so cute, it's so pretty. I'm there for it, because some of the slower Bombshell songs do not make the cut. But Secondhand White Baby Grand makes the cut. Right, next is National Pastime. I love this. The cinematography on this in the show is so beautiful. When it's like showing them in the rehearsal, doing the dance for Juliet and Tom to see it for the first time. And then there's also cuts of it being in the show and they do the baseball diamond is a girl's best friend. Oh, I love it. It's so good. And the dancing, oh my god, the bit when she's on the bench and then she slides down the bench into a boy's arms. It's just Broadway dancing at its best. I hate the dress she wears, but everything else I love. I love the dress that she wears in the rehearsal, but I don't like the red one. Next. I love this song, and it is Grenade. So it's the Bruno Mars song, you know, I'd catch a grenade for ya. I think that song is like fine in real life, but in the show, when they go and see Michael Swift in his like Bruno Mars tribute show, and he sings Grenade, and like I said with the like intensity, he's got this like great, aggressive, intense energy that I enjoy, and I like it when he's dancing with this girl and they like wrap their arms around each other. I don't know, but I just love it. It's one of my favourite parts of the show. Ooh, next we've got Shake It Out. I definitely prefer the musical numbers generally in the show, but I love Karen's version of Shake It Out. Again, one of my favourites on the soundtrack as well. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Oh wow. I love it. Next, I love Let's Be Bad. Let's Be Bad. It's just a great number. Big fan of it. Next, we couldn't do a list without including when Bette Midler? She didn't come in. When Bernadette Peters gave the theatre kids what they needed and performed Everybody's Coming Up Roses. Did I just call that song Everybody's Coming Up Roses? What's wrong with me? It's Everything's Coming Up Roses. I know that. Amy on Friday didn't. Oh my god. We don't deserve it. Thank you to the producers of Smash. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then the last on my like top list is Rumour Has It. It's when the other people in the ensemble are like, hun, you're pulling focus, and they're like teaching her how to stay in line, and they do Rumour Has It, and they're in like this tiny section, and they're like, Rumour has it, rumour has it. And I can't listen to Rumour Has It. Like if it comes on the radio, it doesn't matter if I'm driving, I'm like, Rumour has it, rumour has it. I love this song. It's great, especially when Wesley Taylor is performing. Okay, now we're on to the songs that I don't like as much. Some I really dislike, and some are what I'd class as like meh songs. You know when they just come along and you're like, meh? And then the ones that I didn't include in this list are like super meh. Like I can't even give them a meh rating because they're just so like irrelevant in my mind. First on my like not loving it so much list is Crazy Dreams. It's one that Ivy does. I quite like a slow emotion song, but this one just doesn't hit it for me. I love Megan Healty. Megan Healty is one of the most incredible vocalists ever. The way that she can like belt to shit, but then the way that she can like give me that high soprano baby, you know? Yes, vocal technique. Thank you, Megan Healty. But I much prefer Megan's like big belty numbers. I think I prefer Kat McPhee's like more chill songs, and I prefer Megan Healty's like big numbers. I love her, but not so much the song. Okay, Call Me, which is sung by Karen. Right, I put this in my dislike list, but I've actually just rewatched it because I was trying to remember the context of it in the show, and I've just realized that I really like it, so I'm gonna move it up. This is gonna go just under Rumor Has It. And this is Call Me, the Blondie song, because I just love Kat McPhee when she's doing that. You know, she's got that like really like breathy quality when she does like more like pop stuff. It's beautiful. I love it. Speaking of beautiful, let's just get on to when she sang Beautiful, a Christina Aguilera song, to audition to play Marilyn Monroe. Now listen, she sings the song wonderfully. It sounds beautiful, but I like that a lot of the show, I think, shows a real kind of reality of the theatre world and Broadway, and it definitely has that kind of vibe for me. However, you just wouldn't go into an audition to play Marilyn Monroe. The thing is that she came in and they're like, oh, I like that she didn't try to be Marilyn. Why? She's auditioning to be Marilyn? The fact that she didn't try to be Marilyn is probably like a bad thing. And listen, she sounds great in the song. I really like the song, but in the context of the show, it just annoyed me. It's going on the list. Okay, next, we've got Redneck Woman. Now, it's a fine song. I'd never heard it in my life before. Definitely not my kind of song, I would say. But the thing that annoyed me the most, again, this is how it's placed in the show. They had Rebecca Naomi Jones, star of American Idiot the Musical, playing What's Her Name, and many other shows, but someone I love. And they had her being like, oh, Karen, she's the star, and like not giving Rebecca Naomi Jones a solo. No. Okay, my next song is Haven't Met You Yet, a Michael Bublé classic sung by Nick Jonas. I've always been a Jonas Brother fan. I once met Joe and Nick outside a hotel, randomly, when I was queuing in line for the lottery for Legally Blonde. Is that not just the most like me situation ever to be in? Now, I like Michael Bublé and I like Nick Jonas. I was not a fan of Nick Jonas's character in this show. He came across a little creepy for me at times. I don't know, I just wasn't really there for it, and this song again wasn't really there for it. Next, History is Made at Night. Can we get a snooze fest up in here? This song is so boring. I don't like it.
'Cause history is made at night.
It's so whiny and boring and blah. And no from me. Next we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
You know how I was saying about 20th Century Fox Mambo? You seem to see that clip a million times. I feel like we saw Mr. and Mrs. Smith too many times for such a bland song. I wasn't a fan. I'm still not a fan. Move it along. Next one is 1001 Nights. Was when Rebecca, Dev and Karen went to the Indian restaurant. They did like this weird Bollywood number that nobody asked for. It just didn't like fit in the show. Oh, you look so cute. It was just a real pass for me. And it just comes out of nowhere. You're like, what? Why? And also, do you know what? We don't love Dev. I loved Dev at first. I loved him. But then you know what happened when they went to Boston. You know what happened. Unforgivable, my friend. Unforgivable. We're on the last two now. So next, now this song, I don't know if it's the top of the list or the real bottom. I've put it at the bottom, but you need to just see me on a specific day and ask me. But it is Dig Deep, which was the classic actors, was it like the Actors Studio or whatever it's called, where Rebecca wanted to show that Marilyn was like really more of an actor. And so they put in this real weird number and it just wasn't, it didn't fit with the show. I mean, that's the point. I understand that was the point. It was a real miss for me. But at the same time, I can watch it and be like, wow, I vibe with this. It just depends what mood I'm in. And finally, bottom of my list is Never Give Up the Heart. This song does not give me the feels. And also, I hate that this is the song that's like, this is the song that started it all. This is obviously the song that Tom and Juliet recorded with Ivy before they like did the auditions and everything. It's like the first song that we hear from the show, I think. It's definitely in the pilot. Ellis released it. Ellis, They like released it onto YouTube and then everyone was like, oh my god, we need this Marilyn Monroe musical. Just doesn't slap as much for me. Anyway, that is my list of ranking Smash songs from season 1 from best to worst. Let me know if you want me to do a season 2 because the fact that Just Keep Moving the Line and Broadway Here I Come wasn't allowed to be included in this list makes me
angry.
So maybe I need to do it just for my own sake. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope that you're all well. I will see you soon and I love you lots.